Right now, somewhere in your house, a form is waiting. Science, commerce, arts. Three boxes, one tick mark, and everyone around you talking like this decides your entire life. It doesn't. But the pressure is real, so let's understand it properly. After Class 10 results, the same scene repeats everywhere. A relative says science is for smart kids. A neighbor calls commerce the safe choice. Someone else says arts is for those who couldn't handle the rest. Nobody explains what these streams actually train you to do. They just hand you a stereotype. So picture each stream as a gym, not a cage. Different equipment trains different muscles. Science trains structured, logical thinking. You break a problem apart, follow strict rules, test an idea, prove if it's true. This builds engineers, doctors, and researchers. Commerce trains decision-making with numbers. You learn how money moves, how risk gets measured, how choices get backed by data. This builds accountants, entrepreneurs, and analysts. Arts trains understanding of people, language, and society. You learn how laws form, how history repeats, how minds work. This builds lawyers, writers, designers, and policymakers. None of these is the smart one or the easy one. They train different kinds of thinking. The real question isn't which stream is better. It's which kind already feels natural to you. Here's the mistake most students make. They choose based on rank, not fit. Score well in Class 10, and the unspoken rule kicks in. High marks means science. Science means respect. So they pick it for the status, not the work. 2 years later, they're memorizing formulas, dreading every test, wondering where it went wrong. The marks were never the problem. The mismatch was. A second mistake, copying a friend's choice because changing groups feels scarier than admitting you want something different. Your friend's strengths aren't yours, so how do you actually choose? Ask three quieter questions instead of chasing best future, because every stream has one if you're good at it. Does solving a problem with one provable answer pull you in or drain you? That's science-style thinking. Does reading how a business grew or failed genuinely interest you? That's commerce-style thinking. Does a long article on history or human behavior make you want to argue about it afterward? That's the instinct behind arts-based careers. Most students aren't purely one type, and that's fine. Engineers move into business. Commerce graduates become data analysts. Arts graduates become UX researchers and civil servants, because understanding people is now a real skill, not a backup plan. Here's what matters most. Your stream is a starting gym, not a locked room. You can specialize and combine skills later. What you can't always do is walk through certain doors at all if you skip the right subjects early, especially for fixed requirement courses like medicine or chartered accountancy. So whatever you're leaning towards, spend 10 minutes checking the real entry requirements for 2 or 3 careers you're curious about. Check official board guidelines or ask your school counselor directly. Rules and entrance patterns change by board and by year, so one real conversation beats 100 relatives' opinions. If you're a parent reading this with your child, your job isn't to choose for them or stay silent. Ask the same 3 questions out loud, listen without steering, then verify the requirements together. There's no universally best stream. There's only the one that matches how your brain already works, plus the discipline to build what doesn't come naturally yet. So when you sit down with that form again, that tick mark isn't a wall closing behind you. It's just the next page of a book you're still writing, and you get to write what comes next.